All right, so you finally made it. It's retirement time, but here's the kicker. Stuffing your savings in a bank account these days earns you, well, maybe 1%. That's like getting one free French fry when you buy the whole meal. It's not really worth it. And French fries are bad for you anyways. I'm Lori Alvarez, and this is Real Estate with Soul. We're here to show you and help you as a retiree invest smarter, make some passive income, and maybe finally afford that condo with an ocean view. Rewind, you should have done this 20, 30 years ago. So today I'm going to break down how to invest in real estate in retirement with real numbers, simple steps, and of course a little humor so you don't fall asleep. So let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First up, why should you even invest in real estate as a retirement vehicle? Well, here's the deal. Over the last 20 years, private real estate returned over 5.2% a year. That beats bonds at 4% and stocks at the sad little 1.9% for income. REITs, R-E-I-T-S, those are real estate investment trusts, are expected to return around 9% in 2025. That's great news because I have one too. And real people are doing this. One guy, Brandon Pops, he's got another real estate channel you should check out that's all about investing, built up to 10 rentals, and now makes about $40,000 a year in passive income, according to what he shares on his YouTube channel. So yes, real estate pays. It gives you cash flow. It grows with inflation, and it's usually more stable than stocks. Basically, it's the tortoise in the tortoise and the hare story. Slow and steady win the race. I'm going to tell you, I have clients that have multiple properties that are earning them positive return on investment. Mailbox money. Well, I guess now it's Zelle money, right? If that's how you collect your rents. Okay, so how do you actually invest? There's 3 different paths for you. Option 1 is the buy and hold rental property. It's probably the longest. Your return on investment is not quick. It is slow, like the tortoise, and you just keep on doing it. You buy a house, a home, a place, you rent it out, and you collect money. The rents go up, the mortgage goes down, and boom, there's a cash flow. Bear in mind, you could go negative, so do it right. Pay attention to what it's supposed to look like. Also note that homes do appreciate every year, usually between, I want to say 4 to 7%, depending on what's happening in the economy at that time. And Uncle Sam does offer some tax breaks on depreciation and interest. For example, you buy a house in Phoenix or Boise, you rent it out at $1,800 a month, and your mortgage and expenses are $1,200. That's a $600 profit in your pocket every month. That's not bad, right? Now, place you in California, and you got to put a lot of money down to be positive cash flow, but your equity gain is amazing. my first rental property, personally for me, I was only making like $100 a month. And then 6 years later, I'm making a full $1,500 a month. Why? Because you move your portfolio around. You make sense of what's happening. That's why you talk to your professional realtor or talk with a financial advisor. Actually, both of them is my highest suggestion. Look, there's option 2. This one's like super hands off, way easier. REITs, real estate investment trusts. You can think of this as real estate for the lazy person or the smart person. And I really say it's the smart person who doesn't want to have to deal with the day-to-day calls of tenants and the potential to have to go out and fix the property. Because with a REIT, you don't really own the building. You just own a piece of it. And it's more of a company that owns lots of buildings. So the one I have, I just look at it on my telephone in my little Fidelity account and I go, what's going on with my REIT today? And did it pay me out some money? Super easy. You buy and sell them just like stocks. I bought, I don't sell. In 2024, REITs paid out $66 billion in dividends. Gotta love my dividends. I like mine. I get them every month. For example, you put $100,000 in a solid REIT and at a 5% yield, you're making $5,000 a year without fixing anyone's broken toilet. It's just the truth. Then there's option 3, real estate funds or crowdfunding. This is the set it and forget it option. You invest with a group through a platform like, for example, Fundrise. I don't know if that's a great group to invest with, so please do your due diligence before you do that. I'm only using them as an example. They handle everything and you just collect the returns. Forecast for 2025 is around 6.6 in returns. So some investors have seen anywhere from 2% to 50% depending on the project. So if you absolutely hate tenant calls and still want real estate exposure, this could be your lane. All right, let's put it all together into a simple plan. Pick your style. Want to be hands-on? Buy the rental property. I have them. I love them. I'm positive cash flow. But I only know that because I carry profit and loss statements on my properties. So make sure you carry profit and loss statements on your properties. Requires a lot more attention, requires a lot more investment, and it pays really big if you do it well. You need to be invested financially, physically, and with your brain, paying attention to what's happening. You want to just chill? REITs or funds, they make great sense. You run the numbers. If your rent is $2,000 and your expenses are $1,500, you're netting $500 a month. Unless the washer breaks and you replace it, then it might be $100 that month. Pay attention to your profit and loss statement. Or compare it to a REIT. Dividends at 5% versus bonds at 4%. It all makes great sense. So look, if you want to do this, you want to make the move, you want to get invested, You could take that big house that you're currently living in and downsize. You could sell that giant 2-story because, let's be real, who wants to climb the stairs anymore, right? You don't even really want to walk to turn the TV channel. Oh no, you have it right on your phone these days. Anyways, look, pocket the equity and reinvest it. Or you could keep the 2-story, and if you have enough equity, plenty of equity, say you have a paid-for house, you could take out 25%, put it down on that new rental property, and you're gonna likely be positive cash flow. Again, you gotta check and do the research though, right? Home equity lines of credit work well to access the money so that you can go out there and buy another property. Just don't leverage yourself so much that you put the primary residence at risk. Diversify, maybe do a mix where you have a rental and a REIT. I've got both. I've got a couple rentals and a REIT. Or you could drop some funds for growth. So look, my old retirement plan was to win the lottery and live on an island. Turns out that's a terrible strategy. I mean, have you seen the stats for winning the lotto? Now, real estate pays me while I'm napping, which honestly is what retirement should be all about. For some of you. And for others, it's a sense of adventure on an island while I'm being paid. Look, here's the bottom line. Real estate returns at 5 to 9% a year on average. You can pick your flavor, rentals, REITs, or crowdfunding. Do the math, diversify, and let money work for you so you don't have to work. You still have to think, though. Now tell me, what's your dream retirement investment? A rental empire? I want to get commercial next. Or maybe just a property that pays for your golf membership. Drop it in the comments below. If this video gave you any guidance or a clearer path than the last financial advisor meeting, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and here's to your retirement paying you back.